Tonight's lesson is Unit 1, Lesson 6. Our subject tonight is multiplication and area. It asks us to make a rectangle drawing to represent each exercise. Exercise 1, Exercise 2, Exercise 3. Then find the product. Here is our transition. First we do this, then we do this. Find the product. Okay, so I'm going to make a rectangle. I have 5 and a 9, so the short side, my width is going to be 5, and my length is going to be 9. Remember, my formula is area equals length times width. I can solve it by switching my two factors around, because in here my length would be 9 times 5. With the commutative method, I can switch those around. I know that 5 times 9 equals 45. So there would be 45 squares in there. So I have to put down 45 squares. And I'm going to write units, because it didn't tell me whether it was inches, feet. And then I'm going to put A equals and box my answer. Again, I have to make a rectangle drawing. I can do that. Where my short side or my width is going to be 3. My length is going to be 6. When I plug these figures into my formula, area equals length times width. So area equals, my length would be 6, my width would be 3. I multiply these together, so I have 3 groups of 6. That's easier for me. So 6, 6, and 6, and add them up. It would be 3 groups of 6. I know 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So A equals 18 square units. And I box my answer. You can put it up here too. Okay, let's look at number 3. Number 3, I need to make another rectangle. I'm going to label my sides, so my width would be 3, my length would be 9. I write my formula, area equals length times width. So area equals, well, my length is going to be 9. And I times it. My width is going to be 3. I multiply 9 times 3. I can do that by putting my third finger down. Remember, everything on this side is worth 10. Everything on this side is worth 1. So 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So area equals 27. Again, I have to put squares here. Square units. And I'm going to box my answer. And I can put 27 up here. But this is what I'm kind of looking for. Okay, Ashley drew this large rectangle, which is made up of 2 small rectangles. So here's one rectangle right here. And we've been doing this in class, so the kids should be familiar with this. And then I have another rectangle down there. When I look at this rectangle, I put a 5 here because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. I have 3 in a row. I know that opposite ends of a rectangle are equal, so this would be a 3. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and I still have 1, 2, 3 in a row. It says find the area of the large rectangle by finding the areas of the two small rectangles and adding them. This is the distributive method. So I'm going to take my 3, because that's consistent in both of my rectangles. I'm going to put a parenthesis here. Now I take 5 and 4, because when I add those up, I get the total of 9 there. So 5 plus 4 equals A. I want to find out how many squares in there. That's my area. Now I'm going to distribute. I take 3 times 5. I get 15. I bring my plus sign down. I take 3 times 4. I get 12. That's going to be equal to my area. Now, it might take you a little bit longer to do the 3 times the 4. A strategy could be with the 4 times is double it and double it. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Now I need to add these two up. So I take 15 and 12. I add my ones column, 5, 6, 7. Ones, there's a 2. So my area equals 27 square units. And I box my answer. It says, find the area of the large rectangle, that's this rectangle yet, by multiplying the number of rows by the number of square units in each row. So for this one, I go back to my area formula. Area equals length times width. Okay. My area equals, my length is across the top, so that's 3. I bring my multiplication sign over, that's times. And my width now, they want to know the whole distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I can solve it. Area equals 3 times 9. I put down my third finger. Times 9. These are 10s. These are 1s. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So area equals 27 square units. And I box my answer. Okay. Find this product. A product is when I multiply my two factors together. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1 more is 30. Find this product, 2 times 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. It says use your answers to exercises 6 and 7, that's these two that I've just done, to find this product. So I'm going to add these together, because that's what I did. I took a small one up here, and I took a small one down there, and then I added them together. See? So we're going to add these together. So 0 plus 2 is 2. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So my product of 7 times 6 would be 42. And it's not telling us to find the area here, so I do not have to put down squares. So I just have to put down n equals 42. And that's the end of tonight's assignment.